hole here on each side with groundwork, and then you make this one, right? So yeah. These are parent decking. Okay. I think it's gonna be pretty easy. Let me sort out the deck here. Let me sort it out actually. So, have I decided on my initial people to do this with? Let me think. Saiyan comes out in how many weeks? We gotta go to Umamoe. Let's see. Oh, is it inheritance formula on the dock? Control F formula. Inheritance formula. Oh, is it here? Wait. Ah, right here. Okay, there it is. Okay, this is for, and then these are halved for the grandparent, right? That's pretty good. If you have it on 6 people, that's pretty good for the inheritance events. Um, okay. Okay, that's good shit. That's good. Oh, eyes. Okay, yeah. This is like way less variance. Okay, got it. So so when you're starting your groundwork loop, you don't care about the stars, right? You don't actually care about the stars because that's after you get it for an inheritance thing. You care about just getting it at 1 star or above, just having it as a white spark because for the pass down, right, on the person you're bringing. Okay, cool. Just had to confirm that. All right, what's the timeline here? Timeline is September 6th. That's like 10 days. Wait, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 days. Okay. Yeah, that'll be good because when you get this done, guys, you'll have 6 natural or 2 natural parents, 6 total groundworks to instantly transfer onto a Saiyan Sky. Right? And then you have a 1 out of 3 if you get the skill, you have a 1 out of 3 chance to instantly get the groundwork on your Saiyan Sky as well. And now the Saiyan Sky can rotate back into the loop, and it'll have like insane affinity. Okay. I see what's gonna happen here. Okay, so the theory is like this. Okay. Starting loop goal: get white sparks for front runners. Get white groundwork. Okay, and then so we need to end up with 2 GPP that have a combined 6 different groundwork genes. This will give us a 35% chance to get it on the current UMA if we get the hint for it or through inheritance event. The 1 out of 3 chance to get it is pretty damn good, right? Like the variance is important because if you don't do that and you just rely on getting it on the most recent breed, that's a 20%. That's 1 in 5, right? What's GP? Great grandparents. Oh, sorry, GGP. Great grandparents, right? Or it could be great GGP/GP. It like depending on when you get the other sparks, it could either be a great grandparent or a grandparent, right? Most likely a great grandparent. Okay. So that is the overall theory, right? For and then another thing you have to remember is wait, hold on, let me think about this. If at any point we could get the proper like actual grandparent with the blues. Oh yeah, we got okay, wait, hold on. Focusing on second priority is focusing on high affinity and what's it called? proofing for everything. Yeah. Show us all of them, dude. I have like 15 of them. I have like 15 really insane 9-star Umas now, for medium and long. That's why my gold chip that's entered into this thing was bred on like August 6th, because that's all I've been doing. Okay, let's see. All right, we gotta visualize this. So if we're gonna do compatibility, we want to make sure the initial 2 loops have good affinity just to start us off good. After that, you can kind of mix and match. But first 2 loops, Daiwa is good front runner 2 with good affinity. Why did I not choose Daiwa? The reason I didn't choose Daiwa is she's a 1 out of 5, right? I'd really prefer to cut this down, right? You don't want usually don't want to do 1 in 5s, but Daiwa is good, yeah. I mean, for certain things like is this a Horde game or Eugen? It's both, dude. It's both. Okay, let's see. Let me think about the deck and the order here. So, Maru Bourbon. Here, I can just like pull this out. What does Air Groove have? Air Groove is turf media. Oh, they mirror like the original outfit. I see. Mayano Top Gun. Ooh, 5 A's to start. Like, it's super important to not cuck your A ratings, right? Like when I was doing, that's why I messed up on my mediums and longs when I first started, and you're gonna pay for that for a long time. You have to. Won't the family affinity be messed up when inserting the future Uma? No, because you're choosing the pink sparks, right? Like when you breathe through a loop, remember that the grandparents are bred out in 1 generation. So when you have 3-star blues and good pinks and all these, you're gonna pull like the ones that you need, right? To not cuck like to not turn a 1 in 3 into a 1 in 5, or not to turn a 1 in 4 into a 1 in 5. So that's why it's future proof, right? It doesn't matter the card or the Uma that comes out, because let's say you don't have it, right? Let's say the Uma, remember you can't change the affinity without a pink spark, right? You can only change affinity by pink spark. Yeah, Rudolph is really rough. Like Rudolph is, oh my god, she can easily be turned into a 1 in 6, right? Basically, like it doesn't really matter. You can do whatever you want. It's just in math, like the math works out to like you don't want it to where you have 2 really good grandparents and you hit the blue spark and then you hit the 1 in 5 or the 1 in 4 incorrectly for the pink, right? Because then you're like, oh shit, because like the thing you were breeding it for at that time, like it'll work in the future. It doesn't matter because like you can breed it out. But like the thing you're farming at the time, you want the highest probabilities, right? Like there's so much variance in this game that you need to, with every percentage variance you lower, you'll see huge dividends down the line, right? Like it took me like from August 6th is what, like a couple weeks? August 6th is 1, 2, 3. It took me 3 weeks to breed 15 9-stars in my medium and longs, right? That's like pretty good. Like it's not incredible, but you know, 15 9-stars in 3 weeks. Not bad. That I can use forever for like medium and long to like mix and match them, right? Like a really important concept is that remember that grandparents get bred out instantly, guys. Okay, remember that when you take 2 good Umas, okay, the grandparents get bred out in 1 career mode. Okay, and so the next Uma, you always have to be thinking, okay, what do I not want to cuck if the next Uma can be good, right? Okay, so we have the affinity calculator here. Hold up. But yeah, you don't have to play like this, right? This is just if you want to squeeze, if you don't like variance, right? Okay, let's do this. So I can see both, right? So if I have let's say I have a Maru. Let's say I want to breed a Maru at the beginning, right? If I go Maru and then we look at her, we have Bourbon. Okay, Bourbon's good. Who can I put here to breed right away to make it not cucked? Hold on a second. Because I gotta think about the cross affinity too. Is it the most efficient way? If you're a sweat, yes, it is the most efficient way. The most efficient way is to breed for distance, then style. In that order, right? And to breed a loop, and then once you have your good initial parents from the loop, then you can kind of like do whatever you want. Let's think. If I have Maybe I should put in Daiwa instead of King Halo. But then, like, oh man, those pink sparks are going to be so cucked, right? Whereas with King Halo, it's a 2 out of 3 chance to get something good. Let's see what the affinity is here. Grass, Winter, Ag. Ooh, Ag is actually good here. Okay. I'm just going to go like this. I'm going to put in this. And what are the best sub-legacies here? We'll start it one way, and then the graded races will carry the rest of the affinity. So on Bourbon's side, we have Taiki, Grass 1. I mean, I could put in Taiki. That's a 1 in 4. I could put in a Taiki, which is not a front runner, but I'd like to get the pink sparks first to generate the pink sparks. Then she can roll the front, but then that's a 1 in 5. Is that worth it for the extra, like, U affinity? It might be. Dude, silence. Oh, if only I had Silence Suzuka. Sakura Bakushin. King Halo are the same. Where's King Halo at? Okay, that's one side, and then the other side wouldn't matter, right? Like, what is current chant on this thing? Oh, 14. It's not too far down. All right, go Curran, and then Curran's over here would be... The concept of the game seems whack. This is... Usually you don't spend too much time on it. This is just like... You have to... When you start your lineage, you have to do this one time, and then when you breed through these 5 or 6 characters twice, then it like sorts itself out. Then you don't have to do this anymore. Yeah, maybe Maru doesn't have good affinity with them. I'm just starting with the worst and then building it up from there. Let me think about this. Hold on. Taiki. Okay, so we would crossbreed the Mihono over there, and then okay, so this actually works. I can use Sakura or King Halo here. So then, if we go this way, it would be Sakura King Halo into this, and Sakura into this, right? So then, actually, if this is, we might breed the Maru last. Actually, can you do a Pirate software presentation on how to start a loop? Yeah, sure. All right, full Pirate side. It's actually really simple. Okay, I'm trying to make it as simple as possible. Like assume you don't have any borrows. Okay, assume you have no borrows at all. Okay, choose 5 Umas that have relatively okay compare. Like don't choose like Haru Urara and like Symboli Rudolph. Okay, but choose like relatively okay Umas with each other. Okay, choose 5 Umas. Okay, so it'll go like this. A and B will breed C. C and A will breed D. Okay? C and D oh sorry. Wait, hold on. Do it the opposite way. Like so it makes sense. Hold on. A and B will breed C, okay? And then B and C will breed D. And then C and D will breed E. Is that 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. And then C and then E and D will breed A. You see how that loops around? Because you're just bringing like the last one down. Okay? That's what you're doing. You just keep bringing the last one down. Okay? It will make more sense with wait, hold on. This will make way more sense with pictures. What am I doing here? Okay, let's just take this example, okay? Wait, where's my... Oh, shit. Hold on. I'm gonna do it with an example, guys, okay? It's like this. Is it starting to make sense? All right, so you pick 5 and it goes like this. You see how like it goes like it drops down. So like Like, just move the left person down and you'll be fine. Or when you start, the best person moves down. You see this? And then when you get to the full loop here, right? You have to do it twice though when you start. So here's the quick one, right? You choose 5 Umas. You breed them down like this twice. Why do you have to do it twice? Because you're gonna use like some random ass grandparents here that you have no idea if they have how many like you can look in the career program. You're not gonna do that, right? You're gonna use like probably your best Umas as grandparents. You need to breed those out because these don't have the same races run as these, right? They won't have the same affinity probably. So you want to make sure that when you breed all the way through, they not only have the shared affinity, the same exact races, but they also have the same epithets. Okay? So this is step 1, right? You're gonna breed down like this. And then once you get like kind of cozy with this, when you breed it a couple times, you'll have a bunch of good white sparks and stuff. You gotta make it use same deck just to make it easier for you. If one of the cards is one of the Umas you're running and you can't use it, just swap it out for something else. But you want to use the same deck. So number 1, choose 5 Umas. Number 2, use the same deck for all the Umas. Number 3 is set a race schedule. Okay. So with Mile, I'm going to figure this out right now after this paint drawing. But you need to set the exact same race schedule. Why? Because they need the compatibility, okay? And they need the epithets. That's gonna make it so you see how like you see how in this breeding calculator it says like in this example here that it wouldn't actually look like this. Kamara would like this. Okay, but you see how it says 118? It's not 118. This is going to be an easy double circle once you do the loop a couple times if you win the races. This 118 will let me think about this. Okay, how many G1s do you share? Is it 11? So what's wait, 1 G1 would be 2. So 22, right? That's 44. Wait, hold on. Let me write this down. So this would be 22, that's 44. And then you have a cross compatibility here, don't you? So what's the cross compatibility between these two? You can check right here. For example, if you have current cross compatibility with the next representative, who was it? Was it Mihono? That's an extra 16. So 42. Wait, 11, 20, 44 plus 16. What's 44 plus 16? 44 plus 16 is... That's 60? That's 60. Now that's not all. Okay, that's 11 races. You have more than 11 actually. And then you have epithets, right? An epithet share is 1 and then 2. So let's say you have let's say you have 3 epithets. Let's say you have senior the triple crown and the junior triple crown, and you have the Tenno suite. That's 3. Right? 1, 2 times 2, that's 6. 6 plus 6 is 12. 12 plus 60 is 72. So you go from having 100, what did it say, like 110 to like 190 or something, right? Like that's why the race schedule and the epithets are so important right now. And remember, we have a year or two. We literally have a year or 2 before the next, before the patch comes out that deletes the G2, G6. So you can even add in G2, G3s to like kind of cuck this even more, right? And so that's why your like 100 single circle will turn into like a double circle. Okay, so that's how you do the loops. Okay, you see that? That's how you do it. That is the most min-max to get you started. Okay, so 3 points. You don't have that method for like a year or 2, bro. Wait, you're not gonna take advantage of free? I mean, hey, look, you don't have to do the non-G1s, right? You can just start with an 11 race schedule. But we're not getting that patch for a year or 2, so you're down affinity for like, I mean, okay. So yeah, do these 3 things, and you'll kind of like, if you can figure out these 3 things, you'll kind of understand everything, right? This is the mathematically most efficient way right now, okay? Because like when they do that thing, you're gonna have better Umas anyways. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't hurt you to do that because you get more skill points, which means more white sparks anyways. So you're kind of taking advantage of an exploit, and you'll have better, like, you'll outbreed it anyways, right? You're just getting like a boost right now. So yeah, do those 3 things and then you're fine. How do you decide when to move on? When you're first doing your loops, just get usable whites and like a usable blue that doesn't cuck your that doesn't make you fail the career, right? So for you it might be 2 blue sparks, maybe it'll be 1. And then get pink sparks that don't cuck the A ratings here, right? Like if you're gonna run an UMA and something randomly changes to A that you didn't want to change to A, like for a very specific purpose, you need to scrap that UMA and redo it. Okay? Because like for example for Current Chan, if somehow you have a lineage that makes her I don't know, like her mile and medium go up, right? You don't want that, right? Because you remember you could get an inspiration too to make it go up even more. So you can easily turn a 1 out of 3 pink into a 1 out of 4, 1 out of 5. Okay? Most of the time, like 1 out of 4 is fine, but you really don't want to turn a 1 out of 3, 1 out of 4 into like a 1 out of 5. That is, it's horrendous, dude. Okay, especially if you're on the grandparent stage where like you're in a you'll see when you're in a situation where like you're at the grandparent stage and you're like, yes, I got this, and then the blue hits and then the pink is like wrong for the current race. And you're like, oh my god, I can use this like in like a month from now, but I can't use it now. It's so bad, dude. It's actually so bad. But just focus on the main things. Like you'll figure it out by yourself. It's hard to like understand until you do it a couple times through and be like, oh, here's like the friction points, right? You just gotta go through it a couple times and it'll all like kind of you'll kind of figure it out, you know? Yeah. It'll become like second nature. Like, oh, I know exactly what I need to like do here. So like for me, like I wrote down what I'm stopping at, right? Like if I'm going through this loop after the first couple times, and then I'm actually starting to like breathe through, right? After the first 2 loops, I'm gonna redo it if I don't have the groundwork thing, right? Because you need to get at least half done of your own groundwork, because you can borrow the other half, right? But ideally you want to make the first half. So if you have a groundwork parent, and then you're like, oh shit, here we go, and then this UMA that you're breeding right now doesn't have the groundwork, you need to redo that, right? Because once you get that done, you can borrow, and now you can actually create the real grandparent. So yeah, just breathe through a couple times and it'll be easy. All right, that was a lot of yapping, huh? Let's do the deck. I think I'll just start with that. I'll start with Sales Gun will get put in later. We want this Marozensky last, actually. So since I know these 2 are the same and this cross compatibility is like kind of okay, it doesn't actually matter here. Just whoever has the easier campaign I'll start with. So it'll probably be, let's see, 1 out of 3, 1 out of 3. We'll take these 2. The loop will be like this. Will be something like that. It can be either like this or this, right? So like this is what you see. Like let's say these 2, right? Breed this person, and it's like okay. Then you move this down, and then you breed the next person. Then you move it down. You breed the next person. You move it down. Breed the next person. And then once 2 loops are done, you take your best ones, and then you keep breeding down. And you make your first half of the parent. When you start borrowing, I mean, you can start borrowing whenever you want, right? Like if you had a groundwork, like let's say that like for example, let's say my Marozensky already had a groundwork. I could just instantly start borrowing because remember, grandparents are bred out in 1 career run. So if this has groundwork and I borrow a really nice groundwork, and the one you would borrow would have good pink sparks for like, let's say Sprinter Mile, and it would also have an Ura spark, and it would also have the 2 non-representatives have groundwork. That's 4, right? That's 10%. That's 30. That's 30%. That's 30% chance if you get the hint or you get an inheritance to pass it down, right? So that's 4. So let's say you breed that down and you get it. What does that mean? That means the person. Okay, let's say I borrow a Sakura Bakshin that has groundwork, and like her lineage is like this. Does this make sense? Like, let's say I borrow the Sakura that has King Halo and Mihono Bourbon as a parent, right? That's 3 groundworks right there. If I have 1 groundwork of my own, I use this borrow over here. Right? I use this borrow right here. I now, what does this Current Chan have if I get it? That's my own, right? That's my own 3 groundworks. You see this? You see what I mean by the grandparents are bred out instantly? This is now a 3 groundwork. And what does that mean? The next time I borrow, okay, I don't have the Bakshin. Let me make it like this, right? What does that mean? Your next borrow, look at this. Look at this. Isn't that 6? Because the borrow always has like the 3. And then you just made one, right? You got it in the 1 out of 30, 1 out of 3, 1 out of or 35% chance, whatever. And look at that. Now you have 6. And now that's a 35% chance. Isn't that crazy? So now you've upped it again. And so now the person that spawns from this, let's say it's Saiyan Sky, just as an example, right? The parents are guaranteed to probably have like, you know, even more white sparks. So you're gonna have 2 groundworks guaranteed. If she gets groundwork, that's a 3 groundwork with probably better white sparks passed down even more, right? Because they reinforce themselves. And then so once you get to the point, remember at this point, if you ever get a 3 blue, right, it's good because what you're hoping for is you get a 3 blue with groundwork, with Ura Finale, with a bunch of other good white sparks, a bunch of race sparks, and then it hits a proper pink, okay? If it hits a proper pink, ooh, oh, feels good, man. Feels good, man, because now that's a true grandparent, right? Because the reason it's a true grandparent is because, look, you can't use like 1-star blues up here. So now you take that and you take the borrow, right? Look at this. You take the borrow from before, and this borrow is a 3-star. So you see what happens here? Now you have a groundwork, 3-star blue with good pinks. And if you can hit a 3-star here, you now have a 3-star blue groundwork, triple groundwork, 9-star, hopefully hopefully the pink hits, okay? And then when you're breeding through loops like here that some of the aptitudes don't match up, the reason you care about pinks is because in the lineage before, if the pinks hit inspiration, it could make someone who didn't have that naturally, it could give it to them, right? And so it's like remember, you'll always breed out the past generation in one career run. So it's like it's you just gotta do it a couple times. It's hard to explain until you do it a couple times. So great grounds are just for pinks and whites, more so for just whites. The pinks will get bred out real fast. Yeah. So does that help you at all, or was that too confusing? It's basically you're just constantly cycling in, like eventually you don't want to use the borrow, right? Because the borrow in 3 turns you can't borrow anymore. So you want to get started with your own, like let's say you even get like 1, right? The moment you get 2 separate things with just 1, what does that mean, guys? When you get your own 1 groundworks, like the inheritance have nothing, well, guess what? The next child, if they get groundwork, that's a 3 different groundworks. You're amazing, right? And you go back to borrowing the next day if you don't further this with, right? It's insane. It's actually insane. Either 3, yeah. If you have the initial thing, right? If you have the initial thing, you should probably just breathe through a couple times to get the grandparents out of there, because you don't want to end up in a situation where you're losing free affinity, right? So I mean, it's up to you. It's up to you. For Sims, aren't you have to keep modifying the loops? No, because you're breeding for distance or a type. Like if you know that you love front runners or end closers and you breed for that type, and then you breed the lineages for distance, you're always like future proofed, right? Because you're always slotting in either a card that's better and like improving the chances, or you're slotting in an Uma, which is 1 generation away. Because like imagine like Saiyan Sky comes out, right? And everyone's like, oh my god. What does that mean if you have perfect groundwork here, right? Let's say you have a 3-star stamina here, 3-star speed here, whatever. And so these are 2 3-star blues, and let's say they have like the pinks, right? Because you're gonna have a bunch of different pinks to use with 3-star blues. Okay, it just happens naturally. What does that mean? This person comes out. The moment you hit the blue here, it's already a 9-star with 2 good pinks, with groundwork, with all the other white sparks, right? And you just have to like hit it on this 1. You don't have to do the whole loop over again, because it's bred into the next character that you want in 1 generation. You see what I'm saying? And then this can become a parent with like the really nice parents, the really nice sub lineages here for someone else. So it's always 1. If you do the stuff now, this shit will take months, if not years, right, to get all the distances done perfectly. But once you get it done, you're only 1 generation away. That's the good part, right? So, I mean, obviously, to be realistic, you're gonna settle for 3-star. 3-star blue is actually really easy. That was actually the easiest part. It's getting the RNG of getting usable pinks, right? Like hopefully you want at least the full lineage and sub lineage to have like the same pinks, because in the other version, what you're looking at is like you're looking at an inspiration that can turn your track, distance, and style all into S tier, right? So you wanna do like probably like 6 different genes. Well, 3 different genes, I guess, right? Don't you want 2-star? I mean, to start, when you're starting out, it's up to you, right? Like you could try to breed something else later. I mean, there's gonna be a system in the game where you can add stars to things, but you know, it's whatever you are happy with, right? Whatever you're happy with. So, you'd be more than happy